say
foreign conversations.
First and foremost, black women are above reproach. If it don't validate us or excuse our bad behavior, we don't want to hear it. Instead, we'll say, well, men do it too. Secondly, we'll find every excuse in the world to validate why we don't want to be married or why we don't want to be in a relationship. Well, they get cheated on. Well, they do this. Well, they do that. But then we have all these standards for men, and we're still actively seeking for men in the midst of our hurt while inadvertently telling them to go to therapy. We do not practice what we preach. Thirdly, the independent woman is a myth. Ashley cared about being independent and it was something that made you happy. You would not have all these standards to negate your independence. Nobody wants to relinquish power. We'll find every excuse in the world to not be submissive and wonder why white women can get away with their bad behavior. We take everything bad from white women, except for the fact using marriage to our own benefit. But you'll run to the child support office, though. Equality against men, and the only time we actually want to be equal to men is when it comes to degenerate behavior, hypersexuality, abusing or abandoning children. Even when it comes to the gold digger conversation, what you don't see those other women do, even when they are just screwing men for money, is bashing men and inadvertently making men feel like they're not important. Also, too, telling them that they don't need men. Psychologically, we have been taught to disassociate ourselves, and even in that Malcolm X quote where he says the black woman is the most disrespected, he also says to be near your man. Because who taught you to hate the very race that you're supposed to be with?
Listen, can we just give this woman a round of applause? This woman broke it all the way down Shahrazad Ali style. Okay? She really went there. And you know, when I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw this video, I did not see the whole video. All I saw was the title, and I was like, okay, this is going to be a good conversation. No matter what side of the fence she's on, I know it's going to be a good conversation. But what I noticed is in her comment section, it was filled with women who were extremely upset at what she's saying. Of course, you know, you're going to have the people calling her pick me, this, that, or whatever. But in regards to, because she said a lot, in regards to the women who were in school at graduation with rings on, there was a lot of women like, oh, well, you know, well, we don't follow by, you know, the ring by spring rule. And, you know, we actually focus when we go to school to get our education because, you know, we can't afford to fail because how it's going to look and how it's going to be. Listen, from my understanding, I could have assumed that when you go to college, it is to set your life up, okay? It is not just about the career path. It's about everything that it encompasses. The entire lifestyle that you want to create, you are supposed to be creating that while you...